All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1241 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is Tuesday. I am miscombobulated because we just got done with our children's track meet. I say children's because they're barely they're barely under the age of adulthood right here now. But I'll say it till the end. Anyways, Tuesday evening. This is the Studying Brew. This is the new time. This is 30 minutes of free. Someone actually said, "Is all your stuff like a podcast type format?" No, it is not. This is just our free session. This is where we talk about updates that are going to come up. This is where we give you a little bit of positive mental attitude. This is where we give you the techniques and strategies all for free. A nice sampling of what we do in our paid sessions, our boot camps, our tutoring sessions, some of the stuff we do in our book. So you guys get a taste of what's going on before you dive into the whole Kona style and you understand that this is a whole system. Speaking of Kona, this is KonaButterflyz. We help you pass those Series 6, 63, 26, and 65 and Series 7. And who has all those licenses? That lady. She's got her SI. She does not have her SI. She has her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and Series 7. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office. And let's go. Um, Anything you want to say? No, I can tell by your face. No, there's nothing she thought of to say. I'm gonna say this: consistency, consistency, consistency. We've had some passers as of late, and they all boils down to one thing: not making noises in the microphone while we're live, but also consistency, 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 and making sure that we get something done every day. Every day you got to work on it every day. Every day that you don't work on it sets you back weeks, sets you back days, sets you back months, and then you're constantly on this perpetual like treadmill of studying. And it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be constant treadmill work of studying and studying and studying. You should get through it and knock it out. We have a 21-day plan that we do all the time that has this way of getting through the material. And then we have the strategies that help you get over the bump of that feeling, or if you do it right, of that feeling of like, I'm not prepared, I don't know everything. And the answer is you don't need to what? Oh my goodness, you're horrible at this game. You don't need to know everything. Good job, Brandy. You don't need to know everything. Brandy has exited and entered the chat all at once. Dude, this is it was funny because I was talking to a parent at the track meet and he was like talking about how like in his entire education in school, one of the things that held him back from going to a really good college to go play football was his grades. And the reason why his grades is because he was horrible at taking tests, specifically multiple choice tests. And those multiple choice tests have held him back up until he went to the police academy and became a U.S. Marshal. The only reason he was able to lock in on that, and he goes, the entire time I was so freaked out and I had anxiety and stressed because that was like everything. I already had kids, and this is the job that I needed to have to support my children. And it was like so much pressure. He's like, but I needed something that helped me get through the exams. And I was like, well, yeah, that's what we do for a living. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. How do you think our son who plays football, who's able to like stay up to like midnight, 1 in the morning and not worry about his multiple choice exam the next day and still get an A? I was like, because he knows he doesn't need to know everything. He has the techniques on lockdown. We've been teaching our kids this stuff since elementary school, and they're all about ready to graduate. And every single one of them are above honor roll, some of them 4.0 and above. So, guys, yeah, they're smart, but at the same time, they have something up their sleeve when it comes down to multiple choice exams. These kinds of exams don't intimidate them at all. They know that they need to know concepts, they know they need to know surface knowledge, but they know that if they go in there and they don't know anything, or that one question comes up that really has them confused and has them thinking they didn't even study right, they just rely on the technique and then they get it right and then they move on. And most of their classmates hate them. But no, seriously, this is something, it doesn't matter. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah, this is what we do. He's like, I need this. I need my son to have this. Guys, what we're going to show you guys for free, it's ridiculous. It's like 6 questions. Brandy's going to work this stuff. I have no idea what she picked, but I can tell you this. the concepts of the knowledge that you need to know for the content is very little to none. And then it's just going to rely on techniques. Do you want to add to that, or we entered the chat again?
I think
Brandy may or may not have been entering in this chat.
no, no, no. Guys, these are questions you guys have never seen before that we're gonna do tonight. And yeah, I don't think we need content.
So he was saying, he goes, my major problem, ADHD. I was like, that is why we created what we did, because Brandy has ADHD. As you can tell, since we've been on here, she's literally grabbed two fidget toys. I can't even tell you what the heck is going on over there on the desk. Texted person, wrote to person, then she exited and entered the chat. Guys, literally no attention here. I'm like, guys, I told this guy, I'm like, that's why we created what we did, because although she has attention deficit disorder, she can pay attention to patterns. She can pay attention to the game of what is the exam. Making this exam a game instead of a chore, making it a game instead of something that you dread. That is what Brandy excels at. That is what we have in our course videos. That is what we have in our live sessions. That is what we have in our recordings for the test taking techniques, like the test lab she did yesterday.
Fun.
It's all about making this thing a game so that way you guys can get this thing done and make a system out of it to where you can pass multiple exams, because all of you guys need to pass multiple exams. And if you have a chore of an exam right off the bat, like the SIE, you're probably the probability of you getting through it without wanting to pull your teeth out is really, really high. You're not going to want to do it, right? A lot of people don't. They quit.
Yeah,
They stop
it's true.
because they put so much effort in just passing one of the dang exams. They're like, I don't know if I can do this three more times. That's because you don't have a system that makes a game of it and makes it easier to get through the study and get to just passing the dang exam. But you got to be coachable. So we teach you all that stuff in that system that's there. Even though we have boot camps, guys, I'm telling you right now, the cheaper route is just getting onto this program and just working it. I mean, to be honest with you, boot camps are great if you're a person who just needs someone to hold your hand to get through it because you can't even get through the content. But I'm telling you right now, our boot camps are not designed to be hey, you can go pass it on Monday after you just saw it on Sunday. That is not how our boot camps work. It requires you to spend some time really learning a strategy and a technique and really learning how to get the pass notice, like within yourself,
Yes.
because you got to learn how you're thinking, why you get this thing wrong, because that is where the system's at. That's how you pass multiple exams. We have books for sale, SIE 663 and 26, 65. 65 and the SIE are interactive. SIE has interactive videos that can play whether you're not a member or not, but you got to be at least a free member, not a paid member, but you can be a free member and then you can get that. Because let me tell you today, we had an incident today where all our videos are stored. The site crashed. And I'm glad that you guys are at least free members when you sign up and get that book, because you were able to get my message that went out and said the site is down. It'll be back up. We didn't delete all the videos. Uh, Seriously stressed me out today. Discord, that is the community over there. Check it out. Leave Brandy messages, drop her a DM. 951-290-3077. Give me a call, give me a text. KonaButterflyz at gmail.com. That's how you can reach out to us. Scan the QR code, hit the links. All right, quick reminder tomorrow we have no live sessions, but we do have that book that we were just talking about where Brandy does not have a slide for Wednesday, but that's okay. We have the study guide there that I was just talking about, important updates, information on there. So if you have our 2024, this one is newly updated. It has the videos that are interactive, unlike the last copy. And well, it has the interactive videos, but now you just have to be a free member. It's in this book is also included when you do the boot camps if we have one. So yeah, go get yours. You can print it out. So if you love those Cheeto stains from the 1900s and that's because that's the way you studied, you can go ahead and do that. And yeah, awesome.
Yeah. It is awesome. I actually like seeing when people print
That
out.
is the wrong slide for Thursday.
Oh,
I did send you the right one. That one says there is no sessions on Thursday. There is actually is sessions on
oh,
Thursday. Details. We have the 65 and we have the what is that? Small group tutoring
small
on
group tutoring.
Thursday and the studying brew on Thursday when we return. not on Wednesday. Brandy has exited the chat on that one too.
I was gonna say about the study guide. I like seeing people's pictures of it printed and then like highlighted. It.
Tell them what time.
What for? Oh, the 65.
Yeah.
It's at 6 p.m. Pacific.
It's our first one.
It's our first one, and then small group is at 7 p.m. Pacific.
It's our first Kona night 65 and 63. What are you doing? Focus on both?
Yeah. I'm gonna do some laws and regulation. To be honest, I haven't thought that far.
Just dead. All right.
No, there was an update to some information, so we're gonna.
All right. Well, if you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, because when they let me know or they let Brandy know and they send a picture, guess what, Brandy?
What's up?
We add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we gotta pass hers. Yes, we do. We gotta pass hers. I promise you, although she has the wrong slides, kind of in and out of the studying brew, she is all in on helping these people get a pass notice, and that is what happened. Congratulations to Shay on passing the SIE. She was in our boot camp, this last one for the SIE. Literally finished. She had studied a little bit before, and then she went to the boot camp, and she was like, "What did you say? Her scores went from like low 60s to like 70s, 80s after the first day."
She said, "Yeah, it was like a 20% jump."
She jumped 20% literally during the boot camp just because the content was hitting different. And then, of course, the strategies. And what she said, what helped her pass the most, I know you had a little bit of contact with her. What did she tell you? That's right. Brandy's out again.
I have it in a
Hold on. I got it right here. Thanks, Brandy. All right. What she said is honestly, OMS came in clutch. A lot of questions I didn't even have to read because the wrong answers were so obvious. I was scoring 84 to 88, but when I was getting solid 90s just by doing the techniques. This is exactly what happens when strong scores meet strong strategy. So proud of you, Shay. Guys, I'm telling you, 20% jump. She just started applying those techniques on top of what she just kind of knew, and then boom,
Boom.
done. So there you go. Boot camp.
Boot camp. Boot camp.
But we're not done there. We had another one. Congratulations to Macy on passing the SIE. This one, she's kind of on and kind of off of our program. But then she had a bad coach somewhere else. And then she was like, Brandy, just tutor me.
Yep, that's what I did.
And Brandy tutored her and got her right before the exam. And what can I say? Congratulations on passing the SIE, Macy. This is what she said. She says, I read all the Kona printouts before my exam. In the parking lot, I tracked my answers and how confident I felt, and then used the second pass to make everything feel solid. I didn't change any answers.
Nope.
So there you go. Boom. Sometimes just getting a tutor can help you just get that confidence. And I think that was mainly with Macy. She knew everything kind of, and just she needed a coach.
Yeah, I had a talk with her, and then really not content. It was more just talking to her, and then she got into our content, reacquainted herself with our content, and then our techniques and everything, and then she did it.
So congratulations on getting this done. SIE in the books, all both of them going on to the Series 6 already started. So congratulations to both ladies on getting this SIE done. And we'll see you in the next one, right?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get to those 6 questions. Test taking techniques. Let's go, Brandy. What do you want to say about your 6 questions?
No content. No content needed. Oh, I should probably say needed, right? Content needed.
I don't even know.
All right, guys. I went to a new Q bank today.
Yay.
I did some exploring. I was like, this might be fun. So we did it. Boom. We're going to start off with everybody's favorite. We're going to start off with math. What?
Yay, math.
Math. Everybody's favorite. So we're going to go with what we like to call the third highest. What I mean by that is 1556 is the lowest number. 935.56 is the highest number, but 920 is the third number. Okay. So I looked at the question, and the question, whoo, lots of words. Lots of words.
Is that what you did? You went, oh.
I did. I was like, it's lots of words over here. And then I'm like, maybe we're just trying to distract us. I do see a 92 right here. But I was like, maybe they're trying to distract us. So I just clicked on the third highest, and what do you know? It was the answer.
Especially when you can't remember what is the total purchase price of the bond when the regular way settlement. Gosh, that is difficult, right? Especially if you're not in it. If you're just like kind of like zoned out, you kind of exited the chat.
Track mean all day.
Boom. Third highest. Why not? You were gonna guess anyway.
Exactly. So I have the all answer choices are talking about beneficiaries, right? And I've got passes away, disabled, scholarship, or medical expenses. Now, sometimes when I look at this, I'm like, okay, I'm not really seeing anything jumping out. Okay. So I went to the question, and it's talking about a college savings plan, and then it has an accept. Well, I don't know about you, but medical does not sound like education.
No.
Right? That's not education. So I went with D, and that is the answer. That's it. You guys got to pay attention to the words.
Just common sense there. That's not difficult to remember. It's just common sense and just keeping the concept.
Yeah. What's not education?
I don't think that needs a lot of studying.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot going on right here.
Multiplying 2 divides.
Exactly. We got 2 divides. And then I also saw that we have over here, trying to get a different color, is by population, by population.
C is a double dip, pick C all day.
C is the double dip. And then I was like, would people know what debt per capita means?
Debt per capita, isn't it per person, basically?
Yeah. So dividing debt by population. But huge hints, by the way, math people who don't like math. When you guys see the word per, that usually means divide.
Yeah.
So that was another hint. If there wasn't.
Yeah, and then someone put and in the chat, and being in B. And's a great one, but what overrides it is if you have like an answer choice like C where it's called a double dip. See, where we have something in common with A and we have something in common with B, that makes it a doubler so that we get the C.
And 2 answer choices that are similar are usually the strongest of all these techniques.
That's true. And B was one of the choices, but what made C pop was that double.
Yeah, the whole last part.
Yeah.
All right. What the heck is going on here? So many words and numbers.
So many percentages.
Right. So I did see the 50 here and the 50 here, and then I did see the 50 here. Okay.
D has a 27.50, which is interesting.
And then C, D have and whatever. So then I looked at the question, and it's talking about a combined margin. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go with, I see the 250s, and I'm going to go with the word combine. So I'm kind of combining, I'm going double dip A, well, I guess double dip A and C, but I'm kind of using that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, it has in common with D too, so.
Yeah, I've got the common right there, right? Combined. And I was shocked. It was right. I mean, I don't know why I'm shocked with the technique. I don't know why I'm shocked when the techniques work. Hello, invented it.
Because I know all of you are just reading that and you're like, who knows that?
Exactly. By the way, I went like off, what's it called? Off radar. I went to a completely different exam.
You went off grid?
Off grid.
I don't even know if that's right.
All right. So then I saw these answers, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I see 2 ratios, right? I see 2 ratios. I'm like, great, another math one.
Well, I see large and high. I don't know if that means anything.
Oh, the large and high. It's like the same, right?
Yeah.
Large, high.
Yeah.
Large ratio, high ratio. And I'm like, okay, whatever, right? And then, the word exceed and the word exceed. Just saying, like, right? And then I went, okay, this one is the only one that might need a little content. And here's what I mean by content. It says bullish indicators accept.
Well, that means up.
Right. So even Andy, who's not studying, knows that Up.
Well, automatically I see declining. So that's the opposite of up,
Exactly. Opposite.
which is an accept. So that means it's A.
Exactly. That. Wait, what? Sorry, I picked the wrong answer. The answer is A. I just want you guys to know. Sorry, my bad. I marked it wrong. I swear to you, I can show you the screenshot. It's A. But the answer is A. And I was like, okay, that's obvious. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
like what Andy said, bull means up, declining, down. It's
Yeah,
A.
because even D, high put call ratio, I don't know
Yeah.
what that means,
I
but it has high in it.
exactly. So
That's
large,
not
high,
the opposite of low.
high,
I mean, high.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, techniques, guys. We're not focused on the techniques. We're not focused on content.
Right.
Okay. And this is, I think, the last one. And we've got and, or we've got another and we've got another and. There's no and.
Telephone messages,
I know.
radio, telephone messages, and television. What is this? A 1972?
Yeah, it is. I'm just kidding. Well, I saw the accept. And I went with the fact that C is the only answer to this that doesn't have an and.
Which is already an accept.
Right. So I just went with that. And I said, you know what? I'm just going for it. I'm tired.
And it is correct.
Right. And that was it.
And this was series 7 questions.
This is series 7 questions, which none of you are studying that are on live, anyways.
Right. Look, series 7 questions, which is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Hard questions didn't matter. They were all answered with techniques, not really thinking at all about content. But there you go. Just proving a point, guys. You don't need to know a whole lot of what, Brandy?
Everything. I mean, content.
Sure. You just need to know a lot of what?
Techniques.
There you go. We made it. All right. Congratulations to Shay. Congratulations to Macy passing those SIEs. But it's not about them. It's about you. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back on the Studying Brew on Thursday. Thursday night. New time, everybody watching this on the replay because you missed it. We're 2 hours earlier now, 8 p.m. Pacific. So we are glad to have all of you here. We have live sessions back on Thursday. We'll be back with the Studying Brew on Thursday. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.